When thinking of the best flagship smartphone in the market right now here in Nepal, two names will definitely pop up: the Huawei P20 Pro and the iPhone X. Both these smartphones are the cream of the crop and have a lot to offer. But which among the two is the best? Which is the right flagship smartphone for you? Well, let us find the answer to these questions in this video. Hey guys, I'm not here for phones in Nepal, and this is my comparison between the Huawei P20 Pro and the iPhone X. So without any further delay, let us get straight into the video. Both the Huawei P20 Pro and the iPhone X are amazing looking smartphones that perfectly blend technology and art. They both come with a glass-on-glass design sandwiched by a metallic frame. This helps add a level of premiumness to the device. But among the two, the P20 Pro offers a unique color option with a gradient finish. The iPhone X sadly comes only in the same old boring colors, that is the space grey and the silver white. Although a personal taste, I feel the design of the Huawei P20 Pro is a bit more ergonomic. The taller P20 Pro is much more easier to handle than its wider Apple counterpart. The iPhone X, however, has a larger screen-to-body ratio. This may be due to the fact that the P20 Pro has a fingerprint scanner embedded onto its front panel. Both the phones come with a notch but with a different size. The iPhone X has a wider notch while the P20 Pro has a narrower notch. Honestly, I dislike the notch and would rather use a phone without one. But having a smaller notch is much better than having a widespread notch. And oh, the Huawei P20 Pro lets you remove the notch via software if need be. Moving on, both the iPhone X and the P20 Pro have amazing displays. The iPhone X sports a 5.8-inch display while the P20 Pro boasts a 6.1-inch Full HD display. Both the phones have AMOLED panels, but I prefer the one the iPhone X has to offer. This is simply because the iPhone X uses a Samsung-made AMOLED panel, which in my opinion is superior to any other panel out there. To me, the display is more vibrant, bright and lifelike than the one found on the P20 Pro. Something that the Huawei P20 Pro excels at is the overall performance. The iPhone X is smooth and all, but the P20 Pro has the right sets of horsepower to back it up. The phone packs a high silicon Kirin 970 processor coupled with the Mali G72 MP12 GPU and 6GB of RAM. The iPhone X is also no slouch, packing the A11 Bionic chipset paired with 3GB of RAM. Although the day-to-day performance is not that far off, having extra RAM and storage is always welcomed. Talking about battery life, the Huawei P20 Pro blows the socks off the iPhone X. The 2716 mAh battery on the X does not fare that well with P20 Pro's 4000 mAh battery. The battery life on the Huawei side is just that good. I got around 7 to 8 hours of on-screen time with the P20 Pro while the iPhone X capped out at just 4 hours. The P20 Pro also has an advantage over the iPhone X in the charging department. The P20 Pro with its supercharged technology trumps everything that Apple has to offer. Truly amazing on Huawei's part. Talking about the cameras, both the phones have top-notch specs. But with a DxOMark score of 109 compared to the 97 score of the iPhone X, the P20 Pro takes the crown. The rating is consistent with our testing of the two flagship smartphones. The P20 Pro arguably takes the better photos with a high dynamic range, color accuracy and sharpness. It also has the least amount of grain in its picture even in low light situations. Don't get me wrong, the iPhone X takes some amazing picture, but the P20 Pro trumps everything it has to offer. That being said, I like some aspects of what the iPhone X has to offer. I like the fact that it favors warm colors and has a high contrast ratio. And oh, did I mention that the P20 Pro packs a triple camera setup combining 40 plus 20 plus 8 megapixels, while the iPhone X comes with a dual camera setup made by two 12 megapixel lenses. And now let's address the elephant in the room. I'm not a huge fan of iOS and I rather prefer Android. That being said, iOS and the iPhone X has been amazing. I feel it is better than the EMUI 8.2 based on Android 8.1 Oreo on the P20 Pro. Talking about the price, the Huawei P20 Pro is priced at Rs 99,900, while the iPhone X comes in at a whopping 1,46,000 here in Nepal. This in our opinion is just insane. There is a Rs 46,000 price gap between the two phones here in Nepal. Needless to say, the Huawei P20 Pro takes the winning position for pricing. So in conclusion, the iPhone X and the Huawei P20 Pro are the biggest flagships here in Nepal. But factoring everything the phones have to offer, the win definitely goes to the P20 Pro. It clearly has a better design, battery life, and cameras. The iPhone X, however, does not shy away, packing a kick-ass display, smooth performance, and an eye-catching UI. And there is always that pride of owning an iPhone. So no matter which you pick, you will have an amazing smartphone. But if I were to pick one, I would definitely go with the P20 Pro. So that's about it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. As always, guys, it's been me, Samrat for Phones in Nepal, and I'll see you guys in the next one.